you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent Antoinette Ware is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years, serving Toledo and surrounding areas. Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, La Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
Hi, this is TV comedy impressionist Christopher G from the other side of the pond saying hi, and I love the Queen Silvy Show.
SILVYAMID, the fun word guessing game for cash and prizes.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you rolling like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show with the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show, 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 it's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, this is Smooth Tim, and welcome to another terrific Tuesday on the Queen Silvy Show. We are so thankful that you are joining us today. And now, without further ado, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest granny, my favorite comedian, the queen herself, Queen Silvy.
That's right, it is me, Queen Silvy, and welcome to the multiple award winning The Queen Silvy Show. Smooth, how are you today?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen, and might I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I am supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose, is 24/7, 365. Yes. Queen Silvy, might I say, you are just simply
I know.
amazing. Yes, you are.
I am amazing. What do you think about that? You are amazing, Smooth, you are amazing, as well as the amazing lineup of guests on the show today.
Do you know what? We have more than just an amazing lineup on today's show. Because you know what? We're going to keep it real on today's show because we're going to be talking about sex and the art of making love.
You say sex and I get hot already. Woo, sex!
From Cardiff Wales in the United Kingdom, aligned with Love co-founder and also CEO Matt and Rebeca are with us today.
Matt and Rebeca.
So they're going to be joining us. Also, we're going to have another SILVYAMID. Mm-hmm. I think last week's contestant did awesome.
Super awesome.
So we're going to see what this week's contestants can do. And this time it's pick a letter. So we'll pick a letter and we'll see how this week's contestant can do.
That's right. This month, when he say pick a letter, we will pick a letter and you have 60 seconds to say as many words as you can, beginning with that letter. Last week, the bar has been set. Yitka out of United Kingdom did 21 words, beginning with the letter D. Ooh. Which one is
And it's funny to watch people get stuck.
It is.
It's funny to watch. You
can do it easy at home until it's your turn.
This
then
is
you're
a piece of cake until D words. Huh? Mm-hmm. I ran out of D words.
It's going to be fun.
Let's get some announcements out. Our hearts and prayers are still going out to the people suffering from that building collapse in Florida and Miami area. And there's basically nobody left surviving, and that's just a tragedy.
That is terrible.
You know, we've got a lot of things going on around in the world. And
for anything going on in the world today, our hearts and prayers go out to you. We know that these are challenging times right now. Stay optimistic, faith over fear, and listen, stay positive, but our hearts and prayers go out to you.
I like when you say that, faith over fear. There you go.
I like when you say sex. Well, whoo, there it is again.
Keep it cool until after the show, honey. Also, hey, take a look at the top of the screen there. You'll see screen all scrolling across. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, our social media accounts. More importantly, get to www.thequeensilvyshow.com. Sign up for our Friends Club. We give away free gifts monthly. You can be a contestant on our show. There's all kinds of fringe benefits of being on our Friends Club.
Absolutely.
Get a little insight on what's going on, what's going to be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So don't
we
forget
love
to
paying
do
it
that.
forward. We love giving things away free. Hey, come over, go in the cabinet. Anything you want, you can have it. We love doing that.
Just come on in, just grab what you want. Not quite that free.
Leave the chocolate for me, though. I got to have my chocolate.
You know what, man? Because you're worth it out there, you ladies, Foxy 5 jewelry. It's fashionable, it's affordable, and easy to get. It's www.foxy5, the numeral 5, jewelry.com, and or get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook.
That's right.
Tell her you want the hookup.
She got the hookup.
She got the hookup. Yeah. And here, let's do some analytics. How about that from last? Let me grab those over here. Oh, yeah. From the United States, Japan, Germany, United Kingdom, Australia, India, the Philippines, Canada, Africa, and Australia. Thank you for tuning in to last week's show. We greatly appreciate that.
Definitely.
You know, no matter what time of the day and or night it may be, could even be tomorrow.
That's right.
But we thank you for tuning in.
I forgot I have 3 cameras on me, and I meant to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world today. Hey, if you're watching this live, know that Queen Silvy, Smooth Tim and the Queen Silvy Show, we love and appreciate you. If you're watching this later on an archive, on a repeat area, hey, our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you as well. If you are tuning in right now, listen, you got time to spread the word because we're going to spark some bugs, say some words, and have a little conversation about sex and the art of making love. And if we don't say or give the information that that you want, we got the persons right here to happy in life. That is correct. But hey, like Smooth said, the lines are open. You're more than welcome to call in and ask a shout out or holler at Smooth and myself. And the number is what is our number?
817-602-0577.
If you don't know something, you know something now. If you say sex, I get hot. No, I'm just really
Memory
kidding.
just goes to hell.
But the number to call into the show is 817-602-0577. That's the number to the Queen Silvy Show. Thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. We are live right now on your social media platforms, bringing the best, trust me, of live entertainment, talents, and topics from around the world to you. So before I begin my conversation with my great guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I'd like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. No one believes in love at first sight until that special person comes into your life and steals your heart. The best kind of love is the kind that awakens the soul, that makes us reach for more, that plants that fire in our hearts and bring peace to our minds. Some say that's an orgasm, and some say it's just love. But either way, some of the best love moments in life are the ones you can't tell anybody about. And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. Yes, there's that audience, because as you know, I always charge them up overnight, so our audience is raring to go today on this terrific Tuesday, the Queen Silvy Show. We're going to get things going because I've been waiting.
I'm getting excited.
I'm getting excited too, but hey,
Look, Sylvia, I'm getting excited.
Hold on.
No, seriously.
Take two. Take two on that one. Hold on. But listen,
I didn't mean it like that. You are so bad.
I know.
Bad.
Tell
You
me
should be
something
ashamed of
I
yourself.
don't know.
You're going to have to take care of that later.
You know what? They are starting something coming on this show talking about this, because they are keeping it real about sex and the art of making love. Highly respected transformational experts from Cardiff Wales, United Kingdom, passionate about helping others and helping everyone to create a magical, loving, intimate relationship. I introduce to you the co-founder and CEO of Aligned with Love, Matt and Rebeca.
Great to be here with you. Thanks for the
Hello, Matt and Rebeca. Tim was misbehaving, but I got a whip over here, too. I know how to keep a man in order. Keep a whip and a stunt gun. That's what you do.
You know what they say, I'm good, but when I'm bad, I'm really, really good.
So he says. Hey, guys, we miss you. Welcome back to the show. Some is looking at you guys going, you know what? I think I've seen them before, and you have. They have been on the show June 22nd of this year, 2021, and you can go and catch that archive, catch that show, get yourself caught up on these two great people, how they come to, and so much more. We talked about love, sex, and relationships, and now here we are back again talking about sex and the art of making love.
Sex and relationships.
Can't get rid of you guys. You two do some fantastic things, and yes, you see, you can say certain words, and I get all sweaty and hotty and stuff. I don't know how you guys do it, but let's begin with you, Matt. You are the co-founder and the director. Share something about Aligned with Love.
Hi, Sylvie. Great to be back with you, first of all. Thanks for the amazing intro. And super excited because, we talk to people all the time about relationships, and it's such an important part of our life, isn't it? When the relationships are working, it just lights us up.
Absolutely.
And when it's not working, it can be catastrophic, so we help people, lots of couples, also individuals, to really turn their relationship around, get to that understanding that they've been looking for, that's maybe they've been stuck for a while, and we have the privilege and pleasure to help them through to the other side of that. So that's what we're all about.
That is so great. Rebeca, you are the CEO at Aligned with Love. What is it that you love about what it is that you do?
Well, my favorite thing is to help those children who are not yet in the world, who are going to come, and also the ones that are already here and they feel trapped in a house, in a family house, and in their family with parents who keep on arguing all the time. They don't feel safe, they don't feel loved, and this is what drives me to do this, because I know exactly how the children feel. And I'm here now to support them.
Well, you know, it's a good
indirectly.
thing. It really is a great thing. There's so many people out here who are finding themselves in a rut, depressed, down, sad because of an issue that can be resolved. There is options, there's solutions, and there's ways of thinking and handling things. And you guys present that. I've listened and watched many testimonies of some of your clients who were going through a line with love and have come out positive and with a bright onsight of their future and their relationships. Now we're going to talk about sex and the art of making love, and whether you're married or whether you're single, I want to shed some insight on sex and making love. I'm certainly not within this time going to provide everything for you, but that's why Matt and Rebecca is here, and we will give that information on how you can continue on about sex, love, relationships, or whatever. So before we begin, there's this little 2-minute video. It's called T Consent. And it kind of gets into sex. I want you guys to check it out, and then we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get into sex and making love. Check this out right here on the Queen Silvy Show.
If you're still struggling with consent, just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my God, I would love a cup of tea. Thank you." Then you know they want a cup of tea. If you say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they're like, I'm not really sure. Then you could make them a cup of tea or not, but be aware they might not drink it. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important part, don't make them drink it. Just because you made it doesn't mean you are entitled to watch them drink it. And if they say no thank you, then don't make them tea at all. Just don't make them tea. Don't make them drink tea. Don't get annoyed at them for not wanting tea. They just don't want tea, okay? They might say, "Yes, please. That's kind of you." And then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying as you've gone to all the effort of making the tea, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea. They did want tea, now they don't. Some people change their mind in the time that it takes to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk. And it's okay for people to change their mind. And you are still not entitled to watch them drink it. And if they're unconscious, don't make them tea. Unconscious people don't want tea. And they can't answer the question, "Do you want tea?" because they're unconscious. Okay, maybe they were conscious when you asked them if they wanted tea. And they said yes. But in the time it took you to boil the kettle, brew the tea, and add the milk, they are now unconscious. You should just put the tea down. Make sure the unconscious person is safe. And this is the important part again. Don't make them drink the tea. They said yes then, sure, but unconscious people don't want tea. If someone said yes to tea, started drinking it, and then passed out before they'd finished it, don't keep on pouring it down their throat. Take the tea away. Make sure they're safe, because unconscious people don't want tea. Trust me on this. If someone said yes to tea around your house last Saturday, that doesn't mean they want you to make them tea all the time. They don't want you to come around to their place unexpectedly and make them tea and force them to drink it going, "But you wanted tea last week." Or to wake up to find you pouring tea down their throat going, "But you wanted tea last night." But if you can understand how completely ludicrous it is to force people to have tea when they don't want tea, and you're able to understand when people don't want tea, then how hard is it to understand it when it comes to sex? Whether it's tea or sex, consent is everything. And on that note, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea.
Kind of cool, huh?
Great video.
It
I
was
love it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Replace
Such a great-
the sex.
a great story.
Replace tea with sex. You know, people are like that. You know, you can get miscrewed about sex and the words that they use, and you be like, "Oh yeah, sure." Next thing you know, he's following you, humping you, or I don't know. Matt, we're going to start with you. Explain, in your opinion, sex.
Sure. Well, you know, when people talk about sex, most of the time, or quite often, what they really mean more specifically is sexual intercourse. Yeah. But actually, sex is much broader than that, isn't it? You know, we can still be sexually active with somebody without actually having intercourse, you know, through kissing, touching, stroking. So, you know, really anything where, you know, we get erotic pleasure, you know, that's really sex, you know, whether intercourse is involved or whatever kind of intercourse. That would be my starter for 10.
Smooth, anything you want to say on sex?
No, I think, well, yeah, I think there's a huge difference between sex and intimacy, but yeah.
There's a huge difference.
I have to agree with what he just said. You know, a lot of people construe sex as well. That's intercourse, and that's not all it is.
No, and sex and making love is not the same thing as well. Rebecca, how would you define making love?
The first word that comes to my mind is adoration. I would define making love as the act of adoring the person you are making love with. And it's about appreciating that person, about bonding emotionally, and for some people who believe in spirituality, about bonding spiritually. It's all about wanting to merge with that person because you really, really like and love that person. So you want to have more of that. You want to merge with that person literally. You are really aligned at that point. That's, to me, making love. There's different ways, of course, we're going to talk about of making love. But basically, I would say the word adoration.
I'm with you on that. You're absolutely correct. Because, you know, when you're making love, there's emotions, and you're making love to someone that you're in love with or you are more attracted to than sex. Sex is just like, boop, boop, you know. Some of it is the lust of the boop, boop, blah, blah. And like Matt said, you don't even have to get to the boop, boop to have sex, you know. And that can be dangerous in some sense because, you know, we have predators, perverts, and everything that, you know, they get their attraction differently, and that's like sex to them, you know, and erotic. But, you know, if there's one thing that this pandemic world has given us all, it's time. You know, so why not use this time to get to know ourselves, our lovers, our significant others? And you guys deal with clients, and, you know, I don't know the percentage rate of how many separations and divorces over this pandemic because they can't stay together. But for those couples that are fortunate or smart enough to come to you guys about this during this pandemic, what do you say to clients about sex or making love?
I was going to say that there are really a couple of different types of sex. I mean, you can split it down in lots of different ways, but in my mind, there are two big ways that we need to get clear on. So one is sex that's more geared towards procreation, which is really about the physical aspect of it, which is okay. That's what some people want. And then there's sex which is more geared towards bonding, closeness, connection. And in terms of the work we do around relationships, it's really the second one you can probably work out, which is the one that we're really interested in. You know, we do have this animalistic part of us, don't we? You know, we're animals and we have animal instincts. Yeah, so that they can play out, and sometimes when they play out, they can get us into some trouble as well. You know, so what the bit that we're really interested in is the bonding quality that is available to us, you know, through intimacy. That's where we tend to focus.
I love it.
I would also add that we need to really be very aware of our own instincts because, as Matt said, our instincts don't want us to be happy. They just want us to procreate. And, you know, they can get us into so much trouble, you know, in many ways, you know, by getting different disease, getting pregnant. I would say to people, date in a conscious way and plan everything if you can of your life, but basically plan when you want to have children. Do you want to have children? You know, do you really want to be a mother? I would say to some women, because they become a mother just because they're meant to do that. Society, you know, wise, culturally, they're a woman, so but you know, maybe they don't want to have children. Maybe they want to pursue a career. And I don't know, you know. So I would say be conscious of your instincts and be conscious of your intuition as well, different things.
Absolutely. You know, It is true. I mean, it is what it is. But sex, just sex in general, they use sex to sell everything. You turn on the TV, sex can sell a can of pop. You know what I mean? It can be so misleading, and I hear exactly what you're saying, Rebecca, because just like the tea consent, don't just do it just because there's consequences to it all. And it's tricky out here is the words that people use. You can be in the grocery store and someone's flirting or coming on with you, and he's like, yeah, you want to come over to my house because I like eating cookies. And she's like, well, yeah. And then she go over there, and he's not talking about chocolate chip cookies to eat. He's talking about your vagina.
He's talking about your cookie.
You know what I mean? The different words that they use. So what we're going to do right now, and this is how we're going to do this, because we all know that a man has a penis and a woman has a vagina. But like I said, there's other names to be aware of. So we're going to have a little fun with this, because I'm going to learn a few words, and perhaps someone else can learn a few words and know the tricks. Even when you're in a bar and you're drinking, you're not in your right frame of mind, and he goes saying something, and you're thinking, or she, however it goes. So when it comes to the male penis, there's words that is used that's said for a male penis. So we're going to let Matt and Tim, Matt say a word, Tim say a word, Matt say a word, until we can come to, that's it. And then Rebecca and myself will name some things of words that is used for a vagina. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. Well, let's start with other names that is named for a penis. And Matt, go for it.
A tool.
Huh. Trouser trout.
I've never heard of that, but okay, continue.
Submarine.
Oh, submarine.
One-eyed Willie.
Matt?
How about chairman of the questionable decision committee?
Wow.
Now that makes sense.
I love that. Do you know I have never, hold on, where is my fan at? I have never heard of that one before.
That is like so keeping it real.
Hey, hold on, will you repeat? Wait a minute, repeat. Say that again, Matt.
The chairman of the questionable decisions committee.
Yeah, pretty much that wraps it up.
Then what about you, Smooth? Any words?
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, Python.
The Joker.
Oh, yeah. I just ran out of words. He had me. He's got me.
You have him mesmerized with that one.
That one is.
I
just
can't wait
like,
to hear that sentence
so
said to
keeping
me.
it real.
Mm-hmm.
The chairman of the bad decision making.
Well, I have lots of words. Do you have more words for penis, Matt?
A few others I could suggest. I mean,
no, really, this is fun. I want to know. I have some words. I'm going to share mine.
How about E.T.'s finger?
E.T.'s finger.
Ooh, E.T.'s finger. I should be taking notes right now. I've never heard of that one either. Oh my God, you Smooth no more?
I haven't heard
Rebecca,
that.
do you know any?
I mean, for men.
Yeah, penis.
Okay, I can just brainstorm. The sausage.
The sausage.
The sausage, right. Have you heard just plain old dick? I didn't hear that.
Dick pecker.
Dick pecker.
Yep.
Peter, prick, baloney pony, hammer, Donkey Kong, joystick. I'm like, what? Somebody calls it a pork sword.
Custard squirter.
And I'm like, wow, really? A pork sword? But those are names that they have. So be careful when those names, except for the one that Matt said. That one there, that one's
funnier now. That one's the
that
truth.
was a good one.
That's the truth.
That was a good one. So, Rebecca, vagina. Give me some words for vagina.
Okay, pussy.
Coochie.
Pussy.
I know, and I said coochie. You say a word, and I say a word.
Okay.
You say a word, and then I'll say a word, then you say a word, and I say a word. You said pussy, I said coochie.
Okay, so flower.
Snatch.
Hole.
Oh.
Gold box.
Okay, something that I've used always in Spanish, interestingly, fandango.
Fandango, punani.
Ah. Oh, punani.
I would say the root chakra.
Ooh, pink taco.
Kitty.
Hot pocket.
Oh gosh. Front, bottom.
Muffin. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there. But the point is that there are
a lot of slang
a lot of
names.
slang words out there that means that, and you need to be careful on it. But Matt, when it comes to sex or making love, you're a man. What is a man's desire in a woman?
It's a great question. I mean, firstly, not all men desire sex with a woman. So
Right.
if we're taking the men that do desire sex
Right.
with a woman,
Absolutely.
then then it's really about expressing our masculine energy, which again could be a woman also desiring a woman too, right? And in those situations, it's really that the masculine has a sense of wanting to give our gift. So in order to give, there needs to be a receiver of that gift. So it's really also about appreciation. I think men want to feel that they're good enough, that they're adequate, that their partner asks for what they want, as well, and rather than assuming that the man will know what they want.
Absolutely.
It's really important to ask.
Rebecca, what about you? In your opinion, what's a woman's desire in a man?
Something very important is that the man needs to be present, fully present, to really give all his attention to the woman at that particular time, to feel felt. A woman wants to feel felt by her partner. And also something very important, women love when their partners know exactly what they like. And of course, women need to learn to ask for what they want, and they need to ask in the right way, in a feminine, loving way. And men need to also remember when the woman says, I like this, I like that, or I don't like that, or I want that, and they may say it in many different ways, in a sexual context way, not in words, in many different ways. But men need to be fully present to really get it, because women usually report they don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
So they like their partners to know what they like, to remember, to be focused, to feel felt. This is super important.
It
and
very much
patience
is. Yes.
is a must.
Yes.
Patience.
Yes. It's a job. Just think of it like that. I mean, it's to me, it's a job. And what you said, Rebecca, reminds me. I have friends who, some of their complaints is the fact that the man in the relationship, he wants to have oral sex. He wants to receive oral sex, and then she's left without. And that's what she wants. And I'm going to tell you, in any relationship, in friendship, in life, communication is important. And there are so many ways to communicate. If you're afraid to tell him, listen, I want you to go downtown on me too. Write him, text him, write it on the mirror. Anything you can get, putting in that effort to obtain that.
Oh, see, there's another. You just came up with another word for vagina, downtown.
Yeah, they go downtown. Like,
I like that.
Yeah, downtown. So what would you say? How would you say it in the way that you said you should say it? How would you express to him that, you know what, next time I'd like for you to go downtown?
Yeah, that's right. I would just ask in a loving way, in a loving way, ask for whatever I want. Also, something that I definitely recommend, in a playful way. That's super, because that's feminine energy actually, and that's going to influence the man to be the leader, which is what women love. Women with a feminine essence. So ask for,
Yeah, but people need to learn how to communicate. Number one is, you don't come at it as a complaint. You come at it with a solution. Honey, that, it's not that I don't love you. Sometimes I feel a little somewhat unsatisfied, and it would sure help if you would because I really enjoy that.
Yeah, that's right. Smooth. I would say, Matt, I love it if you did that. You can do it with whichever style, but I love it if, or I love it when you, that is
Absolutely.
a very good formula.
Absolutely.
I got a viewer question for you too. Is how can I feel if my man Dwayne loves me in bed and that I'm not just a bed warmer for him? This is from Diane.
Can you repeat the question? How can I know that my
How
partner...
can I feel if my man Dwayne loves me in bed and that I'm not just a bed warmer for him?
How can I know if my partner loves me or not, or, you know, in bed
Yeah, that's basically the question she's asking.
Like, she's asking, is she being used, and how can she know that she's not just...
I guess, how do you tell the difference is what she kind of wants to know.
I'm not just when he wants sex, warm my bed.
I would definitely ask that lady, do you really enjoy being in bed with that partner? You know, because normally when women ask themselves, question themselves if their partners love them, normally that means that they don't even like themselves or love themselves. I would start by that.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Matt. So when it comes to men receiving oral sex, you know, for a prostitute who gets paid to give a guy oral sex, is that sex?
Is it sex?
Yes.
Well, I mean, by the simple definition, I would say, of course it is. I mean, the question really is, you know, is it rewarding for you? And that really depends on where you're at, you know, with your emotional state, you know, because generally, you know, there's not much connection. There's not much bonding going on there, you know, it's just a physical, animalistic thing. Yeah, which, you know, is where some people are at, you know, the way I see it, people are at different stages in their journey. Yeah, so for some people, that could be exactly what they want right now. And that, you know, I'm not making those people
and that
wrong.
other person has to have some type of low self-esteem about her own body to resort to that way, if that's the only way you can get with pleasure or sex. But in your opinion, from a male, is it a dominating thing for a man to feel like it's her duty to go and give me oral? It's not like I gotta do her.
It could be, Sylvie. It's a great point. If there's this imbalance, and by the way, what you're describing can crop up in lots of different areas, not only sex, because sometimes we find that one partner, let's say it's the man, likes to take a lot. They like to get their needs met, you know, by their partner, and they're not so interested in their partner's needs, let's say. Yeah, so this is like an imbalance that we can sometimes have. And normally, if that was me, for example, my partner, by contrast, will be more of a giver. Oh, what can I do for you? Yeah, anything for you, sweetheart. Yeah, just tell me. I'll do whatever you want. Yeah. So we get these situations where, you know, we have this imbalance where one is more of a giver and the other's more of a taker. And then, you know, that can persist for a while, but then sometimes one of them wakes up and thinks, hang on, this isn't right.
Right.
I'm giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. Right. And then I ask for one thing and they won't even do this thing for me. So what's going on here?
Right.
That's right.
So that can be a wake-up call right there.
That's right. And also, this is a very important point, talking about oral sex, because there's many women who they're looking for validation. They're looking to be liked by that partner. And that is actually what they do, oral sex to them. And maybe because they ask for it, men ask for it to the lady, or maybe because they themselves offer to them to do that. But the bottom line is looking for validation. And like we said in the previous program with you guys, if you are not validating yourself, how can you expect other people to validate you? How are you training that person to not validate you in the same way? So I would say to some women, as Matt said, just let the man be the man. And if the man is not the man, he just wants to take, instead of opening the door to the lady to jump into the car first, then I would say, think twice.
Right. I mean, who doesn't want the mechanical activity of rubbing and touching and caressing and kissing and sucking and biting? I mean, come on. Foreplay. Some men feel like they don't have the patience to do foreplay or to seduce one another, and that is so much fun. And before you get to that, I have a crazy imagination, so, you know, like, if there's something he's not doing that I want to do, listen, when I come to you, I already have various options to make that happen. You okay? You scared to hang upside down right there? Then
here's a pillow.
Take this pillow right here. Hold this. Hold
Stop
it. Hold
worrying.
it. I mean, there's ways around it, but it all takes communication. I mean, it's very difficult to have pleasure without even knowing that you're being pleasured. You know, it's very difficult in doing that. Matt or Rebecca, let's go with a couple of. Okay, tell me, what is the art of making love in your opinion? Or should I hold that one and say the art of foreplay? Because I'm going to do foreplay, seduction, making love. Which do you think in the order should it come?
Let's start with foreplay.
Okay, art of foreplay. Here we are.
Should I say something about this? I was going to say that I think time is really important. Time and also presence. Because so much of the time, and I think this is a lot of men that I'm probably addressing here particularly, is that we just want to get down to it. You know, it's a fairly simple process. We're ready. Let's get started. But, you know, for women, the body's quite different, isn't it? And, you know, we need to be ready as men to take that time, you know, to set the scene. You know, maybe that's having some candles burning, some nice music, you know, to be really with our partner in order for them to be able to open up in that way. And we can't just assume that just because we're ready, they're ready.
Right.
And the body works quite differently.
That's right. So if a man...
Also,
no, go ahead.
Also, it's really important to plan when you're going to have these games or play or bond or have sex, whatever you want with your partner, because nowadays we're very busy. Women are very busy as well, working, children, house, business. And what happens is that women need to relax and to feel safe and to be in the right energy. Men also. So we need to have transition times from our work mode, you know, when women are in masculine doing mode, they need to transition to their feminine energy mode. And this is when they can actually relax, surrender, enjoy, be in connection with their bodies, with their feelings, senses, and inspire their partners, the masculine energy that they like so much. So transition times is key. And that could look like planning when you're going to be together ahead, so you have time to prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, because rush is something bad for women if they want to be in their feminine energy, to relax, surrender, enjoy, connect with their partners. So transition times and some rituals like, for example, change your clothes, maybe black from work, dark blue, you know, to other clothes that are more feminine, like light colors, you know, expressing feelings. So that could be a ritual. Also, incense, candles, like Matt said, all this is really great to create the perfect scenario. The music as well is really important because all this is going to enhance the senses and our connection with our senses and feelings. And this is all about. We cannot have sex or be making love being in our heads, thinking on, okay, in 2 hours I have a call with a client, or, you know, come on, hurry up, you know. That is not going to work.
And you know what? That's the difference from sex and making love, because if you care, if you really are into this person, you're gonna take the time to make them feel good and you feel good. That's that foreplay, and not just boom, thank you, ma'am. And it happens. You have it both ways, but I think the better side is in the making love and seducing and foreplay and afterplay, and then they get to cook dinner for you. It's like,
hey, Queen.
That's right. And I would also add something quickly, something else that is very important for the foreplay. I mean, the foreplay, it starts right now, you know, I mean, outside of bed. Because if you had an argument 2 days ago with your partner, that was also the foreplay. And that's gonna put you in a very negative emotional state, making you feel bad for when next time that you connect with your partner.
That's right.
So the foreplay is happening all the time.
And it's important and it's fun. Somebody give that a try. Smooth, I'm sorry, you were saying.
Anyhow, okay, yeah, Diane or Dana. Dana wants to know, I'm coming from a bad relationship. Can sex be healing? Because sex wasn't good in my previous relationship.
I would say that sex is going to enhance whatever is going on. It's an amplifier. So I would say if you had bad sex in your previous relationship, let's make sure that you learn what you need to learn from that previous relationship, how you contributed to that situation, to that relationship not ending, not working well, so it doesn't happen again. Because sex is not going to fix it, it's going to amplify it. So you want to change what created that relationship failure, so you learn from it, and it doesn't become a failure. Relationships are only failing when we don't learn what we need to learn.
Right.
So I would say sex is going to amplify whatever was going on in your previous relationship.
That is
Make sure you fix it so it doesn't happen again, and you have an amazing sex or making love with your next partner.
That's right, because the next partner deserves the best of you. So you need to learn from that, but also love yourself. That's so important. And then give them the best and the next, and not carry that baggage, that memory, that all that trauma, all that stuff on there. You're correct. What about the art of seduction or the art of intimacy?
Intimacy, yeah. So intimacy, I would say for that to really work, it's enhancing the bonding component of it, really. Yeah, so it's not just about a physical thing, but there's this connection. You know, we're looking into each other's eyes. Yeah, that we're really present together. You know, there's some great exercises that we can, you know, share around that you know, really help us to feel close to our partner, to make the intimacy really, really work, and not just be about a physical act. That's really what intimacy is, I would say.
I would say also for women to connect with their eyes to eyes with their partners, and very, very important, letting go of any control, and most importantly, to feel safe. If women don't feel safe, and if they feel rushed, they're not going to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Is fantasies important or impactful? That's a question.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Is fantasies important or impactful?
It can be. It depends on the people. Some people really go in for that a lot, and other people, it's not such a big thing for them. So yeah, it can be really powerful for some people.
It can be very powerful, Sylvia, because it can be an enhancer of the experience. You know, it's our mind that creates our experiences, and our mind, whatever we think or imagine, it has emotions. Those emotions can amplify whatever we do. But basically, if we have fantasies, that fantasy is eventually going to be projected into what we call reality, into us playing with our partners. So I would say, yeah, why not?
Why not, right? I have an idea, so let's bring it to the table and see what we can do, right? Long as you don't get end up with broken bones or anything like that, I'm like, go for it.
Of course.
Smooth.
Yes, Victor wants to know something there. Victor's interesting question. Fucking or making love? What's the difference, especially if she doesn't care? Man, Matt's got an attitude.
Ooh, what did we say wrong? Say that again.
Fucking or making love? What's the difference, especially if she doesn't care?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. So what's the difference? That's right. If she doesn't care, I would turn the question back to the question of what's the difference?
Hey, right? You know what? That reminds me.
You know, that propounds a different kind of question, too. Doesn't that come back on the guy Victor that's asking this question, rather than on his girlfriend that he's referring to?
He should be talking to her, and she should be talking to him.
I think Matt might have a point about that. Yeah, Victor should question himself.
That's right. And if she hasn't got an issue, maybe it isn't an issue. But if she has, then she needs to, you know, solve that or get help to solve it. But the way the question is presented, it's kind of like sort of saying, look, what's the issue? And if there isn't an issue, there is no issue, right?
Right.
Do you find sometimes, let's dig into this just a second, is communication one of the biggest deficits that you see in relationships?
Definitely, for sure. I mean, when communication is like really a symptom of a problem rather than the problem itself normally. So the problem is normally emotional, but then it comes out in emotion, in the communication, which could be, you know, an argument, the silent treatment, retaliation, punishing our partner. You know, these are the ways that it comes out, but it's really a symptom of a problem rather than the problem itself. That makes sense.
And definitely smooth communication, I would say, is one of the top challenges in relationships. And the reason is because we have what we call feminine essence or energy and masculine energy or essence. And these are two completely different communication styles. If we don't really understand men and women, and by that I mean the masculine essence or the feminine essence that anybody can have, we all have both, but some have one or the other one more predominantly. If we don't understand this different language, we are going to have problems for sure, and that's why many couples are in trouble. Once we learn this, everything changes.
Right, right. And who doesn't want to be happy, want to be in love, want to feel those, oh, don't get me started. But listen, I know that the solution and the option for any intimate relationship issues can begin with a one-on-one or a couple session with you guys, Matt and Rebeca. Now, for Align with Love, what's the process for someone that might want to take this another step, might want to get more personal and in-depth and handle the situations?
Yeah, so what we always offer, Sylvie, is a free initial consultation. You've got to pay a refundable deposit to book in, but basically we want to see how we can help. Yeah, and the first step in that journey is booking in that free session, which is about 45 minutes. And we're going to help you understand some of the issues, give you some things to think about initially, and also, you know, describe how we can help you if that's something you want to get help with.
So where would they go? How can someone right now today get in contact with Matt and Rebeca, Align with Love, and take it another step? Because this is something that you guys do, bless your hearts, worldwide. No matter where someone is, you are able to pretty much be right there in their living room and have this conversation.
Absolutely, Sylvie. Yeah. So if people go to the website, alignedwithlove.net, then there's a booking page on there, and you can link into our diary and see when we're free and book that in directly in our diary. So anyone looking for support, that's really the first step to see how we can help.
I love it. You guys be touring around anywhere?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a bit limited right now with the pandemic, but we do travel quite a bit. You know, we've done talks in different places, different countries as well. So yeah, we
one day.
Hopefully
One day.
We'd love to meet you in person. That's right.
One day we most definitely shall. So listen, before we go, we tapped in a little bit. Is there anything that you guys want to say?
I mean, for me, just been a really pleasure to connect with you guys again. Love seeing you. Keep up the great work. And, you know, if we can be of any support, you know, we'd love to keep in touch with you guys.
Well, I'm glad.
Absolutely.
I feel the same way. I appreciate the friendship. And listen, you guys are doing so much fantastic things. If more and more emails keep coming in, we're going to definitely have you back and find another subject to talk about.
Get some interesting questions, don't we?
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. And thank you all, by the way, for sending in your questions. But like I said, go to alignedwithlove.net. Am I correct?
That's it.
And get yourself connected. Ask Rebeca and Matt anything that you didn't want to say, anything that you have to say or ask, go to them and get that, because we all deserve to be happy, in love, to have great sex. And by the way, sex doesn't just have to mean sex toys, right? Or does it? Is sex toys part of sex? What does sex toys fit in that?
Why not? I mean, what's the problem? Everything can fit in as long as it's agreed.
Right. So, hey, sky's the limit right now. That's what Rebeca said. Go jump off a parachute, butt naked, and then go make love, because it was so exhilarating and exciting for you. But however you do it, there's someone for everyone. If you're having a relationship problem, if you are single, you have some questions, you have some things that, let's say you have on your chest and you're not able to get off in order to move on, I advise you to go to Matt and Rebeca at Align with Love. You know, you guys are just so dang on super. I appreciate you taking the time and being on the show today.
Thank you so much,
us.
guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We look forward to next time. Hey, wait. Did I ask Matt and how you individually can be followed on social media?
No, you didn't.
Social media, yeah. I mean, Facebook is the main place we hang out. We have Instagram as well, some Twitter activity. But yeah, catch us on Facebook. It's the best place.
You got it. You got it. All right, guys, I thank you very much for taking the time this evening and this afternoon where we are. We most definitely will be in contact with you both.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. And Rebeca, Align with Love. Yes. I hope that sparked a little bit in you, gave you a little bit of information on whether you are just sexing with someone, making love, have feelings, your emotions. Listen, there's so much greatness out there, and you don't have to every day
not too
wake
difficult.
up. Well, you don't have to every day wake up and feel like you're stuck, you're in a rut because you don't have the questions or the solutions or the options for whatever it is that is troubling you. And listen, to talk is the beginning of something.
Communication is very, very important. Yes, it is.
It very much
And
is.
I have to agree. You can introduce a whole lot into a relationship, and when it comes to intimacy and sex. But the only thing that I really find is just don't become dependent. Don't have a crutch. Just like when you asked a little bit about like sex toys, things like this. It shouldn't be all the time.
Right.
Just like you said, the guy may just want to have a fellatio. Give me a blowjob, and then you're left hanging. Well, pretty soon that's going to get old.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you know what? If you can be so creative in other ways, you can be creative in there. I bet I know whom that is that's on the phone, because guess what? SILVYAMID is coming up right now, and somebody's going to give it a try for some words. So give me a minute while he's there doing that. I'm going to give a couple of shout-outs to Webster Rito Hostile Flew out of Africa. Shout out to you. Robin Taylor, shout out to you. Queen Pamela Anderson, Queen Khaki, Sonia, Shanika. Shout out to you all. Queen Kelly. Kelly had a birthday, I believe, yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. Happy birthday and happy birthday. I don't sing unless I'm in the shower, so happy birthday to you. Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones. Shout out to you. Lorenzo Gabaniza out of Spain. Shout out to you as well. Nina, Linda Hartley, Christina Lewis Anderson, shout out to you as well. Stomp Dog, shout out to you. I want to take a pause. I'll get some more of those shout outs in just a minute. But right now, hey, we are got SILVYAMID coming up right now for you. And I believe that the next contestant for this week is on the line. Yes? Are you there? Okay. So while he's there, continuing on with my shout-outs, because there are so many, and I thank you all for sending in your shout-outs. Continue to do that, because you are very important and loved, and I don't mind. In fact, I insist on shouting you out. Queen D. Brown, shout out to you. Melody Gordob, Alan Sutton, Chester Bateson, Kay Cross, shout out to you. Queen Shanette, hey, you got it going on, girlfriend. Shout out to you. Renita Easley, Queen Renita Easley, shout out to you. Gold Rosa, shout out to you as well. Are we ready? All righty. Hey, is my contestant for SILVYAMID on the line?
Yellow.
That's all right. That's okay. Keep it coming. He'll get in through there, and while he does, I will continue my shout outs. Oh, I heard something pop right there.
Hello. Caller, can you hear us? Caller, can you hear us? Caller.
I'm here.
Oh, okay,
All right.
Great. There we go.
I was going to hold this line till you came back. I'm like, I know he's there somewhere. Welcome.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I told y'all said 12 o'clock. Be there at 12 o'clock.
That's all right. I appreciate you taking the time and being a contestant on the Queen Silvy Show's game SILVYAMID. For everyone, state your name and tell us a little about you.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
State your name for me and tell me a little bit about you.
Oh, how y'all doing this afternoon? My name is DJ Team Broke 100.
Say that name again.
DJ Team Broke 100.
I love it. I love it. Tell me about that name. How you get that? Is there a meaning behind that?
Well, I just basically came up in the trenches. I used to be broken, I just made a better life for myself. So everybody used to kind of call me Team Broke because I never had money. You know how that goes.
I love it. That's all right. Well, the game SILVYAMID this month is simple. We will call a letter. We will call out a letter, and with that letter, you have 60 seconds to call out as many words as you can beginning with that letter. Now, I'm not going to put pressure on you, but last week's contestant name is Yitka out of United Kingdom. She did 21 words with the letter D. So pressure is on. At the end of the month, out of each week's contestants, whomever has the most words win that cash. And we sends it to you no matter where you are. So pressure is on you to do it today. You think you can handle it?
Yeah, I'm kind of having a little technical difficulties because I can't hear y'all really that good on my end.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can hear you.
See, it's you. He can hear you.
You can hear me fine.
Right. Okay. So
I can hear you. I can hear you like clear as day.
Okay. Well, he's gonna call out a letter, and then I will say go, and then you have 60 seconds to describe as many say as many words beginning with that letter. 1 moment. Stop.
I got you.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting my stopwatch on. Okay, here we go. Smooth, what is the letter?
The letter is G.
The letter G. On the mark, get set. As many words beginning with G. Go.
Good. Great. Gravy. Ground. Green. Gangster. Grape. Guy. Gay as in happy. Great. Lovefulness. Glucose. Gecko. Greenville. Let me see. D. Y'all did me bad. I'm trying to think of something with a G. Graciousness. Glory. Gap. Gunk. Is that my time?
How many did you have? Smooth? I had 5, 10, 15, 18. I had 18 words. 18 words is not bad at all. Wow. I know somebody in the United Kingdom that's jumping up and down right now. And they're like, oh, he got 18. I got 21. I'm still in the lead. But that's all right. It's all right. You can have one of your peoples be a contestant and win and try and get it. But, yeah, it's not as easy as you think sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, your mind is just steady going on words. But you did dang on good for a letter G. Come on now. Give it up, audience, for our contestant. That's what's up. That is what's up.
Thank you,
broke 100. I appreciate you taking the time being on the show. We most definitely going to have you back on again because I know you're doing a lot of things. You got some events coming up, right?
Right. On August the 7th, we got the first annual Mississippi Delta Twerk Fest where they're giving away $1,000 in bells on Mississippi.
All right. That's what's up. Hey, send me a flyer. I'll pop it out.
That's interesting.
I appreciate you.
When's that going to happen?
It's August the 7th.
August the 7th. So we got time to put it out. Yeah, let me know. Pop that flyer to me and let me pop it out as well. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you taking the time. 18 words in the letter J is still something to brag about.
Don't you?
All right, dear. Appreciate you.
You did great. No, we appreciate you giving it the best effort. Thank you so very much.
All right, I gave a great effort.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, thank you. We'll be in touch with you.
Thanks.
Hey,
bye.
Peace. Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yitka really put the pressure on with 21 words last week. And this week is not bad. 18 words beginning with the letter G is not bad. You try it at home and see how many you can do in 60 seconds if you think that's not something. And I appreciate Team Broke 100 out of Mississippi calling in, being the contestant for the Queen Silvy Show. I still have a couple more shout-outs I'd like to give. Shout out to Jean Hopkins, Mandy Story, Brenda Ramirez, shout out to you. Queen Camille, shout out to you. LP and Cynthia down in Texas, shout out to you. Leo Hall, hey, we hope to get Leo back up this way. Boy, you guys in the Glass City will be in for a treat if we can get Leo Hall up here and performing. Donna Ferry, shout out to you. Amy Kanima out of Africa, shout out to you. Pam, Queen Pam.
Queen Pamela?
And Queen Pat Wilhelm McGiffin, shout out to you. Pinky, hey, Pinky's doing great things. She used to run for mayor of L.A., Los Angeles, California. Now she's finna do movies. She's done tributes for veterans. Tributes for veterans. She's done a rap song for this pandemic, doing a lot of great things, and she's like, I don't know, 72 years young, doing her thing out here. Shout out to you. Joe Mass, shout out to you. Matt and Tracy McGiffin, shout out to you. Zeotech Emmanuel out of Africa, shout out to you. Miguel Monteban out of Spain, shout out to you. Listen, I love and appreciate you all for sending in your shout outs, for thinking and following and spreading the word for the Queen Silvy Show. Hey, continue to do that. In fact, you can do another thing, spread the word, and tell someone to go to YouTube.
You can join our Friends Club right there at the top.
Yes, but you can also go to YouTube and subscribe to the Queen Silvy Show channel and keep yourself caught up on everything. I'm still thinking about Matt and Tracy, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm a little bit hot because it was a hot topic. It could get hotter, and it could get better for you if you contact them at alignedwithlove.net. I thank them for taking the time and being on the show today, and thanking you for being here, where you could be anywhere else. You're here for the Queen Silvy Show, and we love and appreciate you. Smooth, you are great.
Absolutely.
As
Thank you,
always,
Queen.
Always doing
I loved
such
it today.
a great...
That was a nice conversation.
It really
Interesting
was.
conversation, you know, and there's a lot of difference in it between sex and making love, and some of the prelude going
Yeah,
up
we
to
didn't
it.
talk
Let's
about that lust, because, you know, lust leads to that bad type of sex sometimes.
get you in trouble.
Yeah.
That's where that was funny about chairman of the board of the Bad Decision Making Club. That's so true.
Yeah, that's true, and that's very good. Listen, we have the best
You just
coming
need
up.
to, fellas, just don't take the elevator down there when you're thinking. Keep your thoughts up here and just leave that other stuff.
Yeah.
Just get you into trouble.
Yeah. Well, listen, I thank you for taking the time on this day. I am having a hot flash or a sex flash. You don't know, do you?
You give me a hot flash every time I look at you.
Silly. True.
Because you are absolutely
Amazing. I
Yes,
know I
you
am.
are.
You are amazing as well. Go out and enjoy your terrific Tuesday. Make the most of this day, every day. And until next time, in fact, Smooth, how can you be followed on social media?
I can be followed on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You smiling. I love you so much. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Easiest. Look at the top of the screen. Scrolling across there. YouTube channel, Facebook, and more importantly, www.thequeensilvyshow.com.
That's right.
Is the way to get hold of either one of us, actually.
That's right. Facebook, Instagram. He forgot the library and Kroger's because I'm really trying to get in there too. But anywhere and everywhere, we are Googleable. So continue to follow Queen Silvy Smooth Tim, the
Sounds
Queen
kinda
Silvy
kinky.
Show.
We're Googleable.
Well, we are. Always bringing the best in live entertainment and talent from you to you. Until next time.
Same Queen time, same Queen station.
The Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.